surface, you know how we rock. Below the surface, you know how we rock. Below the surface, you know how we rock. Below the surface, you know how we rock.
Below the surface, live from the underground, give it to you straight, uncut, no runaround. Towering over all of y'all, conscious of the ups and downs.
Telling you the unfiltered truth, we don't play around. We got the best guests,
DJ the best sets, Mickey's in both hands, don't kick the hornet's nest.
Below the surface, home of the divine.
Where independent artists get to shine.
Below the surface, you know how we rock. Below the surface, you know how we rock. Below the surface, you know how we rock. Below the surface, you know how we rock.
Hey yo, what it do?
Yeah,
we are back. Another Sunday morning with the whole crew. Josh Tree's back.
Hey,
sir, welcome back.
Thank you.
What up? It's Below the Surface, y'all, man. I'm your esteemed host with the most in the place to be, Dirtbag Johnny.
I'm DJ Rick Rock.
It's your boy T-Dub.
And it's me, Josh Tree, at your surface.
Josh Tree in the building.
Like Josh Tree in the
And
house.
very special guest we've been wanting to get on the show for a while.
Long awaited.
The man, the myth, the legend, Cojack.
You guys are too kind. I'm a legend in like a 2-mile radius around the southeast side of Northwest Indiana. That's about it. Yes, sir.
The Hegwish Strangler.
Dude, thank you very much for having me, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
No, it's good to have you on, bro.
No, I appreciate it greatly. I really do. And seeing Josh Tree, man, I haven't seen this gentleman in years, but there was a good little run when I linked up with the free agents that we were doing a lot of little local small shows, and that dude would always get down. Was always a dope, entertaining performer. The bicycle cut, I'll never forget that jam. J Tree, always entertaining, always just lighthearted and fun. While I'm over there pretending I'm some deep philosopher, J.G. would come up and just chill out, bro. We're having fun, baby.
When did you guys meet each other?
I met Josh Tree.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, unless you know differently, through Mama Nuke, right?
Yeah.
When you guys had the group Mama Nuke, that's where I met Yoda Rock. That's where I met Josh Tree, because I had already chopped it up with the free agents before they were a full band. Those are my buddy NASA and Merck. We're two MCs from the East Side, and they were in a group called Mama Nuke with 3 MCs, Yoda, Josh Tree, and NASA, and then it was Rye Bread, 86, and Mike Lyon were the musicians, and I met them, I think, La Rosas for the first time.
The Rosas or Green Olive.
The Green Olive, we definitely rocked at shows. You definitely came and rocked with me at Green Olive, but maybe I rocked with you before solo at the Green Olive. I don't recall, but I know I met the whole crew of Mama Nuke at La Rosas for sure.
Okay.
What was that around?
What would that have been? Probably like 2006?
I mean, no, it couldn't have been 2006. I know the math because 2000. I found a old DVD of my first ever booked this Cojack performance, not just like rapping at somebody's house party, and it was November of 05. So it'll be 20 years this November. But I was only 19, so I didn't turn 21. I'm 39 now, so I mean, time is going by. But yeah, I mean, it had to be. As soon as I turned 21, so that was
probably 07 or 08.
I started just trying to book. Yeah, 07, 08 type. I started just trying to book shows at local bars. That's where the Green Olive came into the mix and all that. So
yeah.
And that's when I had to have been after my first Crowbar show, because that's where the free agents. It was MySpace days still. They heard some gringo through a rap show in Hegwish, and they were like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And all of a sudden, they reached out to me through the owner of the Green Olive at the time, and he's like, "Dude, I heard these guys called the Free Agents. They reached out to me about doing a show." And I was like, I was 21, I was like, yeah, because I looked up to like my friends who were in punk bands and DIY bands. So I just wanted to go throw a rap show, and imagine that, like trying to book a rap show where everybody's afraid of gangster stuff and violence and what have you. So I just showed them my like most corny love songs and, reggae remixes or whatever. And, but when I heard of the Free Agents MySpace, I was like, dude, these are like some boom bap, like B-boy, like hip hop dudes. And then I met them and they were like construction dudes like me, a laborer and a carpenter. So we just threw a show together. And then eventually, after us linking up and becoming homies, NASA's still one of my best friends to this day. we started booking shows together, and they invited me to La Rosa's one time, and that's where I met the whole Mama
Damn.
Nuke crew, who became the
Dude,
Free Agents
shout
band
out to
eventually.
Netha and Merc. I miss them guys, man.
I just chopped it up with Merc the other day when I bombed him with my new video just to see what's up, and he said he's still writing. He said he's getting
Oh,
creative and
yeah.
wants to do more. And then
Dude.
he's doing an acting career and doing other things. He's just a great dude, man. Just a really
Let's all
solid guy.
hang out sometime soon for sure.
That would
Catch
be
up.
great.
I'd
Bro.
love to.
That would be great.
Man,
We have
I
a little
would love to.
barbecue. We can sneak down here and do little songs. I've always joked about having like a Cojack cookout mixtape. Just have like an engineer. So down here, we all get beats ready. We're out back grilling, and then just people sneak down to do their verses. Down in my little studio.
Well,
That'd be dope.
That sounds like
idea,
Coffee
bro.
Cuts Volume 2.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be awesome. And dude, that would be awesome because I haven't seen Yoda or Scrubs in years. I ended up doing a show I think once, or did I just go see a show with Scrubs when Hoopstar was messing with at like a VFW hall in Highlands, like back when it was just wherever there was a mic and speakers, we'd come rock it, dude. So
Yeah. Get just to keep our blade sharp,
Yeah, it was fun, man. Just chasing it, trying to get some kind of name or vibe or some kind of.
Well,
scene.
they would all love to see you again too. And
that'd be great, man. I love seeing what you guys are doing. By the way, real quick, let me get that out of the way. Seeing Yoda again, I ran into them. I went to I happened to be off work on a Monday, so I went to one of those Sunday night vibes in Blue Island. That Lyric Versatile, a dude I met when I was thrown into a rap battle and had to battle him. I'm not even a battle rapper, but I like freestyle, and I got asked by Sam I Am to fill the slot, so I ended up meeting Lyric Versatile and stuff when I went to a Quencher show to just go show love. He's like, somebody bailed, can you be in a battle? I'm like, I guess. And I met Lyric Versatile who through that show, and I never met Silas before that, but I saw Yoda and Silas and got to chop it up, watch them perform with Ange 13, and she's obviously a legend in Chicago, dude. And it was only, I'm in Hegwish, so a 15-20 minute drive to Blue Island was dope on a Sunday night. So but that was the first time I seen Yoda. Yeah, it was really nice seeing Yoda rock, man. I haven't seen that dude in a long time, so it was really cool. And seeing all you guys.
He mentioned seeing you too, man. He was awesome. Excited. Dude,
I just I get inspired by seeing all you. I mean, dude, those are some of my best memories. It doesn't happen often. Everybody's busy with life, but throwing on a beat with 5 guys in a basement and everybody's in their little respective corner. And then I used to try in NASA's basement to be the first guy. Like, I got a hook and a half a verse idea. Like, let me be the first one to just brainstorming and everybody just sitting. I think I got something. If you're the first one to come up with a hook idea, you might control the concept of this song. Let me see what I can do. You're like.
No, dude, that's one of the pleasures and joys of writing, and having a shared song or project or concept with your friends and fellow musicians. Like that's like
the best.
That's that creative moment right there. That's the peak of the creative moment, is like when you're jockeying for position.
Well, it's just collaboration. We're all narcissists, or at least self-absorbed artists in some extent, if we think people need to hear our thoughts on microphones and speakers and stuff. So but so when you're able to like split that a little bit, like, hey, it's not just me in my own head. I got 5 other dudes trying to do
I'm not a complete selfish asshole. I'm sharing this song with 5 other motherfuckers who are also complete selfish assholes. But
we share in our selfishness.
Yeah. We've come together to be the
Let's get into the origin story of Cojack, man.
Okay, yeah. Ask away. I'm here for whatever you need to know.
No, tell us. How did you go from punk rock to hip hop?
The abridged version, I never was in a band ever until 2012 when Cojack and Company came about. I always loved like punk and hip hop. I just love different genres of music. So I mean, let's do real quick. 5th grade, my homie Abel showed me Bone Thugs and Harmony. 6th grade, older girls and kids from the neighborhood started hanging out with my older brother. We'd be in the basement watching The Box, MTV, BET, VH1, VHS tape in the VCR, like making, video mixtapes. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads. My dad was a Chicago fireman. We had fire coats and toy fire coats. I remember lip syncing and acting out the end scene with my brothers and my cousins of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Then eventually, at 7th grade, I think I got into like ICP because they swore a lot and were goofy, and then liked them for a minute. But I also, got into, I think Korn, Follow the Leader was the first album I ever bought myself. So it's always just been interested in different stuff. got into after I kind of outgrew ICP, you know, like no heart, no hate, much love to everybody who did. I leaned more towards like Cottonmouth Kings and the skater, punk rock, rapper, stoner vibe, and rocked with them for a bit. And but always dabbled. I mean, I loved NoFX, Blink-182, went through the pop punk phase and Pennywise and all that, and would always write lyrics and poetry and freestyle with friends. And then yeah, probably like 15 years old, 16 years old, I started like, you know, basement recordings with my buddy Ro and my friend Buddy Getch, who's a Hammond, like his name's Buddy G, Buddy Getch, this amazing musician from Hammond. The first song I ever recorded was Tom Petty, You Don't Know How It Feels. You know, you don't know how it feels. I played that CD. I had my dad's old tape recorder, and I wrote between the lines because he takes a break. You know, like, let me run with you tonight. I'll take you on the moonlight, and we could get away. Leave all the problems in the past. We all got them coming fast. We're so down to make it last. So I had like a whole Tom Petty, like as if I was chilling writing that song with Tom Petty.
Yeah,
so,
you had a back and forth with Tom Petty.
a whole back and forth unbeknownst to Tom Petty. Me and him did a great collab. So I gave that to my buddy Johnny, who gave it to his older cousin Carl, who gave it to Buddy Getch, who was he was in a band called Timepiece from Hammond. I mean, he looks like Paul Simon, but he moves like Prince, bro. He idolized Prince, and both Paul Simon and Prince. To me, he's like an amalgamation of the two. He's a 13-inch and he liked me enough to bring me to his studio and record a rough version of that Tom Petty song. And then he just had a bunch of like random loops that he made, not expecting it's ever worked for rap. But I'm like, hey, I could write to that. So I started doing songs that way. My buddy Ro, a great friend of mine, had a basement recording studio in Burnham, so 5 minutes away from me. He split his time between mom and dad. His dad was by Midway, I believe. His mom was by us. So I would go dip off with him, and yeah, just kept at it, man. Just loved writing.
Hell yeah.
It would be like, you know, at the end of the night, the freestyling guy or smoking on a cruise, you know, with a Philly and a bag of swag, you know, trying to freestyle and be cool. And we prided ourselves once time at like 2 a.m, going from 109th and State Line through Hegewisch to 130th, all the way back to 103rd. I think the blunt almost made it back home. You know, it was like terrible swag brickweed, but like that, and then just freestyle the whole time. And you know, it just, and I loved it. And then eventually I kind of felt like I outgrew cop. They got more. I always joke they got more into pills and dirt bikes and less about skateboards and weed. And that's where I kind of found people turned me on to rhyme sayers. And that's where I found, like, in high school, late high school, found, like, Idea, you know, obviously Brother Ali, Atmosphere, which led me to looking deeper into, you know, just underground hip hop in general. So I go to the East Coast and I fall in love with, like, Mos Def and Talib and the whole, you know, that whole crew and Pharoah Monch. Then I got a DVD. An older head turned me on to Gramophone Records. So I went up there, you know, with MapQuest and found some DVDs and CDs, and on an Atmosphere DVD, I saw an interview with like Bus Driver and some West Coast cats, and I learned about Project Blowed and that whole situation. And bought, you know, I heard Josh Tree on his last interview. They went to Scribble Jam. I got a DVD of Scribble Jam and would just watch it, wishing I was able to go there back in the day. You know, like I fell in love with like that whole movement of like the backpacker, just lyricism, and yeah, just always try to put
like the tail end of it.
Yeah, exactly. I was born in 86. I graduated high school in 04. So it was like 03, 04 is when I was really like falling in love more with like underground hip hop, getting less away from, I guess, mimicking my version of what Cottonmouth Kings were, like a stoner from Chicago, as opposed to like trying to be more experimental. If you listen to Idea and Abilities, this cat's like 19 rapping about quantum mechanics and philosophy and just taking you super deep down. I'm like, that's why I loved it, because it's like, if you respect the culture and the art form, you could say whatever like is your truth, really, like is what in the terminology of today. So that's where I kind of I went. And then, dude, I apologize. I know it's an interview, but I ramble a lot. My mom's Italian. I talk very well.
That's what the interview's for, dude.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The game changer for me was when I saw Brother Ali. Maybe it was MySpace days, 2008, 9. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure we could Google it. I saw Brother Ali was performing at the Abbey Pub. I know I wasn't 21 yet because I had to sneak booze in. And I know Brother Ali was there, but it was all local dudes from Chicago opening up. And I was like, wait a sec. Like, this was before I met the Free Agents, J-Tree, anybody. The people around me, the few rappers I knew were like, you know, a little more trying to be Do or Die or Twista, a little more in that vein. Or they were just guys who casually freestyled, where I was like, I want to see what this is at. So I went to Abbey Pub and I was like, oh shit, there's Verbal Kent. I remember him because he opened up. And I ended up getting at him for a feature on MySpace. It's on my first demo and he's still at it plugging away. But I was like, dude, Chicago cats like open for these dudes. So I just started like showing up. Abbey Pub became like my hangout. Like wherever there was a hip hop show, I would just go to Abbey Pub. I would freestyle in the bathroom. The dude who would wash your hands, the attendant, became like my homie. He was cool as hell. Like, and I just would always go. And eventually, like, I went there enough where the security guard's like, bro, you look like you're fucking 27. Here's a bracelet. I got to drink some beers, even though I wasn't 21. You know, I hope, and I think they're closed now. So, you know, statute of limitations. But that's like literally like the first time
you're not going to get in trouble.
Yeah,
we went them in trouble. You're fine.
We went to, yeah, exactly, right. We went to like a Verbal, and we bought like a Verbal Kent CD that came with a Gravel Records mixtape at the time that had Matlock's Moonshine on it. It had Erratic Static on it. It had Rusty Chains on it. It had Juice on it. It had all these cats. I'm like, damn,
Chicago,
dude,
represent.
There's so many Chicago rappers, bro, and I'm like on the Boo-Foo corner on the southeast side, you know, and I was unaware of all this.
The
I
city
knew, like,
limit.
some cats like who I later learned like were the Cos. Yeah, like we're way down here. Nobody knows us. So when I met the free agents, like I fell in love with those cats because they were just like blue collar construction MCs doing the same thing I was doing. But before that, I did that and I was like, oh damn, so you could plug away at this and maybe open up for cats and do it. So I just kept creating and recording. And Wes Restless, I got to give Wes Restless props always because I heard his name through real quick. My brother went to Lewis University and they had a hip hop club and he pitched me to him one time. So I was like 20. I went to Lewis University, wrapped the show at for some cats called at the time Fifth Lane Records, very much like Nelly kind of Cameron vibes, you know, but they were cool cats, but they let my goofy ass get up there and rap about like, you know, philosophy and whatever. But I was just high energy. So it was cool. But this cat, Pete Nikias, one of my great friends still to this day, was like a journalist student to a great journalist now. You know, he's grown into, but he had his own little ill hip hop website at the time. And he would interview cats and he was like, met me, saw me. And he's like, dude, you got to check out these dudes. And you got to check out these dudes. That's where I learned about Cunning Linguist. That's where I learned about a bunch of cats. But he also said, oh, this reggae song you showed me would sound great with this dude, Wes Restless from Dynamic Vibrations. I was like, all right, cool. Well, one day I went to an Abbey Pub show and Dynamic Vibrations was playing. So I went and dapped up Wes and said, hey man, you know, great performance. I bought like his album in Dynamic Vibrations for half price. It was $10 CDs back then, bro, and I was happy.
Yeah.
I always came with like $30, you know, a couple for beer, and I'm buying at least one CD or two. And it was like buy one get one half off. So I got a Dynamic Vibrations and a Wes Restless CD, and I dapped him up and I said, hey man, I'm the guy who reached out to you on MySpace. I got your. He said he gave me a sampler CD at I went and saw Brother Ali at House of Blues. Open up for Rakim solo. I took the South Shore train. And as I was walking out, I got handed a sample CD that was like 6 minutes, a minute from 6 tracks. And it was Wes Restless's album. And I listened to it.
Damn.
I had no clue who Wes Restless was. Didn't look him up or anything. Dude's very
But
soulful.
he recognized you?
No, he didn't know me from the time because I had no buzz whatsoever, Tree.
Okay.
Like nothing at all. But when that dude, Pete, said, look up Wes Restless from Dynamic Vibrations, I'm like, yo, I got a CD from this cat. And I'm thinking, dude, because he could sing. Dude, he could sing very. I mean, dude, this guy's a jack of all trades, engineer, producer, rapper, singer, but he could sing beautifully. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. When I did not think that white cat who handed me that CD was that dude because he sings like. I thought, you know, I ain't gonna lie. So when I looked up, like, oh, this is that dude. So I reached out to him at Abbey Pub, like, hey man, you gave me that sampler. I'm looking to record my music. And I was going to record it with this dude. His name was Agent Orange back in the day. He was a security guard at Abbey Pub, and he was really nice to me, but he like lived above them. And I was maybe going to go record with him. I hope he's doing well. I haven't seen or heard from him forever. But Wes was like, yo, man, I record for like, you know, this much an hour, what have you at the time. I'll record your stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go deal with this cat. Let me give it a try. And from there, he's the one who saw something in me where he introduced me to DJ Allo. He recommended me to Matlock. He recommended me to Illegit at the time, and all these cats are just like, I told him I'm down for whatever. So anybody needs an opening act, I'm down, bro. Like that's what I told him.
Yeah.
Like if you need an opening act, I'm down. I would go. He lived in Humboldt Park. I would drive from Hegwood. I worked in Indiana painting. I would pick up a carton of cigarettes because he smoked Camel Blues. I'd barter like prison style for studio time. Like here's a pack of Camel Blues, bro, and $30. Does that get me 4 or 5 hours? And then we would just record and like. DJ Allo came by one time and liked me, and like I just said, if anybody needs an opener or anything, just let me know. And that's what kind of, you know, where the north side thing happened. I tried my own south side thing, booking at local bars. That's where I met Josh Tree and the free agents. But to get into the north side thing and like trying to be like a bigger hip hop thing, it was all through that crazy route.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, you became all city at that point. You know?
Yeah. That's what,
you did, and you just explained how you had to get out of your comfort zone, out of your neighborhood, and market yourself in other neighborhoods to spread the word, spread your music. That's for kids that are watching. That is a perfect example of how to
music, pass out your cards.
Yeah.
Now you got smartphones. You could tap each other's phone and get all the links and everything, man. Right now is a good time for all of this kind of stuff we're doing.
It's easier now than ever, but you put in the work when it was more difficult.
I looked up to cats like you guys, J Tree, like even though I didn't know you, the cats who pursued it your way. Like I looked up to the cats like Cottonmouth Kings, the Rhyme Sayers crew, where you load up in a van, you earn respect like foot to pavement, you go to open mics. That's how I got known at the Sub T crowd. One time I was at Wes's recording, and he told me, "Yo, Tuesday night, Subterranean's open mic night." I'm like, "All right, well, I'll try it out." Like, and then from that day forth, the first time I went to Sub T 606, shout out Shadow, Anaya, J Norm, I love those guys. But after that first time I went there, and that's why, like I swear it wasn't a gimmick, but I usually show up in like my painter whites and like a dirty white dude, because I literally would go from work to a side job to Wes's crib to record in Humboldt Park, and I would book him at like 6 or 7 and record for 3 or 4 hours, and then on my way back, I'd stop at Sub T and just rap till 2 a.m. with these cats and get in line and wait and whatever, and that was like a game changer for me. So I looked at, and people could say in hindsight, time would have been better spent plugging away for an online audience and email people, getting an email list on MySpace and transferring it over to Facebook and all that. I get it. Like, that's the new game. And I don't hate the player, hate the game. Like, I'm not great at the new game. I'll be the first to admit it. But I looked up to the cats like, the Cottonmouth Kings, Atmosphere, the dudes that I knew who did garage and backyard shows. Like, I thought you had to. And then, like, open mic, let me get up there and earn respect freestyling with these dudes. Like my recorded songs are maybe more conscious and love songs and philosophy and what have you, but like I'll freestyle and cipher with anybody. I have no qualms about it. So I didn't mind getting up with those cats. So some cats might be like, this dude raps his ass off live at Sub T and listen to my music, and it's not their cup of tea. But
you just basically differentiated the street experience coming up versus the online digital experience.
Yeah. And I'm
the online digital experience is, in my opinion, because coming from the street experience, the online digital experience is more of a vicariously done experience. But I mean, you got to live it to talk it, to know it, to be it. Bro, you know what I mean? You can't just hide in your basement or bedroom all the time. Yeah.
But some cats blow up from never doing a live show.
That's great. I mean,
that's awesome for them.
That's just not the path that we chose.
No.
Yep.
And I was fortunate. Like many cats these days, do they have rock bands and local garage bands to look up to? Like even though I was doing hip hop, dude, when I was growing up, my buddies that I'm in a band with now, the drummer that been in my band for 11 years was my high school homie. And my bass player is my high school homie. My former guitar player is my high school homie. They were in bands like Muppet Boy, Immature Example, like all these backyard shows. So I just that's what I wanted to do, like was throw shows and rock. And like I was scared as hell to do it when I was just a rapper with beats, because how could I compete with this, But once I turned 21, I was like, all right, let's try this. And Green Olive was the first place I pitched. And Buddy Getch, who I spoke about before, who, I met him at 16. I was 21 when I booked my first show. My first show was with me and him, and he would come out and do his originals and covers. I mean, this cat literally keyboard, guitar, just was a beast. And then we do a set of me and him hybrid, and then me just rapping over beats. So, and then my first ever Cojack, one of my first ever was opening up for Psychoactive, a metal band at Sacred Art Tattoos in Cal City with Mike Luera.
Oh shit!
Right on Torrance, bro.
Torrance
Avenue, yeah. And Mike Luera was, to this day, I love the guy. The only guy that's ever tattooed me, and he let my goofy 19-year-old ass or whatever come up there and rap. And it was like, how you can't phone it in and rap over your vocals when the next band is like a heavy metal band. Like you have to, you walk in like, hey, it's a rock show, but here comes this white rapper. Like the least I could do is sweat my ass off. These guys I'm doing 20 minutes. These guys are going to do an hour playing guitar, singing and screaming with no background tracks. I'm going to get up there and rap over my lyrics like a corny clown. So like, I've never got down with that vibe, and people have hated me for it. And now
I think it sounds better.
They hate
way better.
Not having background tracks.
Yeah, dude.
It sounds better.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, it sounds authentic. It's
nowadays
that's pure. That if you're talking purity, like that's the way to do it, is without the track.
And I've been I mean, dude, if you're a lone solo like I was,
or have your backups on it.
a little bit of backups. Maybe if you do 2 takes on the hook, I always say take that second take and bury it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and then give me a show mix. But dude, cats were getting up even back then. And I used to kind of be like, all right, smoke break. I used to joke at Sub T if they were rapping over the lyrics, like no offense, but that's smoke break rappers. We're gonna go outside. I mean, because if I wanted to listen to your album, I'd listen to your album. Like this is an sing along at this point. Like
I want to get the live experience.
Yeah, like, and it's gonna sound different than your album. I get it, but that's
I want to hear it. Yeah, I want to hear you spit.
Yeah,
and people say, well, you don't ever know about the sound man or the sound system. Like, dude, that's either
that's part of the game.
That's part of breath control. Exactly. That's learning breath control. That's learning to
adapt
when you go accordingly. That's learning to project. Like that's all.
That's
part
when you
of the
go
game.
acapella.
Yeah.
You're like, all right.
And
just
rock it.
Like,
you just rock it the best you can, no matter what's going on. You just keep rolling with it.
And if you're having a good time and you're projecting confidence and that's where I learned most of my confidence and breath control and projecting was on shitty sound systems and where people didn't want to hear me. Like, okay, I try to focus on the 3 people digging me and ignore the 20 not and just vibe to them because at the very worst, this is rehearsal where I have an audience. At the best, I'm earning a few people who might dig my music, you know? So never phone it in, never show up like this is whack. I'm going to mail it in on this performance because nobody's here. No, bro. At the very least, this is practice. And then you told me, you know, like we're
blade sharp.
Exactly.
I mean, there could be one person in the audience that ends up gravitating to you that could tell another 20, they could tell another 40, they could tell another 60. I mean, all it takes is one person to start a wildfire to get going.
Yeah. Exactly, man. And so I was blessed though because a lot of these kids I don't think have the influence and the people ahead of them showing them. I mean, the Southeast side, like Hegwish, East Side, a lot of East Side and South Deering. I mean, and that's why I loved my band because they were all homies. Like we were literally my first iteration of Cojack. That's a whole different story how the band started. But I mean, dude, like Dead Steel Mill, all these acts, like the Southeast Side was known for having these like creative ass rock bands, very punk rock, rebelling against this whole steel mill. Like you're essentially
in those times it was very rock oriented.
Yeah.
And heavy punk, heavy metal, heavy rock.
And they were rebelling against like. We have to go work in this dirty ass mill, and they could make a better living than anybody can now, really, like in hindsight. But they would go bust their ass, come home dirty as shit, and then rock their asses off, kind of like throwing the middle finger up at that job that's providing them their life. But like, it was just a whole different thing. Like, and my dad was a construction worker and a Chicago fireman for my whole life. You know, everybody I grew up around with were just blue collar working class cats. So when I started doing art and then met other cats who were pretty much like, I always joke like blue collar creatives or whatever, but there's nobody paying my bills. And to eat, hey, if you're an artist who has somebody to support you, you know, and a couch is provided for you, albeit, brother,
you're a trust fund kid.
Yeah. I mean, even if I even know some cats who aren't trust fund kids. They're just living on their mom's couch still. But more power to you, bro.
Oh yeah.
Well, but whatever. But I never felt
do what you got to do because art. If art makes you happy, you got to do what you got to do to be happy.
I just never wanted my art to burden anybody else. And my dad and me bumped a lot of heads till I moved. We bumped heads a lot till I moved out. Then he instilled in me a good work ethic, and I like to think I project that into work and music. But, you know, we bumped heads a lot. But I still never wanted my passion to be a burden on anybody else. So I'm just going to go out there and get it. So I'm going to work all day and then do a little, you know, from back before I was in the union and non-union in Indiana painting, it was like 7:30 to 3:30. And I would go do a little side job from like, you know, 4 to 6 or whatever it was, or 7. And then go pick up, like I said, a carton of cigarettes, go to Wes's crib and on the Humble Park to record, then rap, and then start it all over again. I'm too old. I'm a little too tired for that. Now I get up. Me and Johnny talked about it. Now I get up at 4 because start time's at 6 a.m. and I could be anywhere in the Chicagoland area. So I don't get to rock till 2 a.m. at Sub T on Tuesday nights very often, or not. They're not at Sub T anymore. But I still love Shadow and I still follow them. I know they do pop-ups and they're still holding it down. Like I love what they do, but I can't get out there as much as I'd like to. But I just always felt like you just got to put in the sweat and the love and like you guys, it's geared more, like you said, Tree, to like the digital. And that's in hindsight, you know, people say I'm a hater. I'm not a hater, but you know, and in our day it was don't hate the player, hate the game. But when I hate on the game, people act like I'm a hater on everybody else. I'm like, I'm not a hater on you personally. It's just, I have a 40-hour, at least a week a job. I have a family. I have my band. I have all these things I want to do. I don't have a ton of time to just sit online all day and hype myself up and pay for blog write-ups and beg everybody to love me. Yes, true. And that's where the money comes in now, they say. Instead of back in the day, it was paying for good studio and sound. Now it's paying to break through the noise because the haystack is a lot bigger, you know? And I get that. So I'm not hating on the game. I'm just not great at playing it in this day and age. So,
well,
you know?
I hope that what we're doing here helps create that.
Yeah, people go check out Cojack.
Yeah, man.
In my opinion,
let's get into some Cojack, man.
He is one of the most versatile rappers in all of the Chicago area.
Oh,
so you do display. You can go from rap to rock and back and forth and mix it and all the different subgenres in each of those genres. You got a very versatile style, dude.
Some would argue that I should have picked a lane. Yeah, some would argue.
Fuck that.
No, dude,
you feel it.
Bullshit, bro.
Thank you.
You ride it. What you do is you are given a lane and you customize a vehicle for that lane every time. So you're doing it right, man.
I've always used the analogy of like the highway. Oh, sorry, Johnny. Like
I'll say let's get into some of your music, man.
Sorry, I'm a high end rapper. Much love, Johnny. Much love.
We're talking.
I know. We'll get into some music,
good.
though, man.
I'll be rambling. It's already half an hour in, and I apologize.
We want the people to hear the music too, not just the.
I sent some old jams. I sent some newer jams. It's kind of a mix. I wish I had more brand new, but thank you very much, guys.
No, man. That's what I told you, man. We're giving you your flowers today, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Kojack in the building, below the surface. Let's get into it.
Pre-game, a little bit of urban liquor, just enough to start to hit you later. We'll exceed that. We came to get the party moving quicker. No one wants to lose a liver, but we wanna drink that. We ain't giving up, even when living is tough. Gotta find a little time to lean back. We stay sipping on Jack and the yak till we yak. Throw it up like a beanbag. Shots pouring, approaching 4 in the morning. Testing personal levels of alcohol absorption. Ignoring the Surgeon General's warning. Of course, more searching for a certain form of sexual exploring. Better be selective or regret it in the morning. Yes, I'm misdirected, but measuring what's important. Easily bringing the heat whenever I'm recording. Forever with the trees, I'm never leaving the forest. Here we go again. Feeling kicking in. Oh, it never ends. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here with all my friends. The party never ends. Here we go. The way that I'm living is staying lifted every waking minute, breaking restrictions that they have made for us, making it different. So if you take it and listen while hitting play in your system, you really make it bump. Blazing the stickiest, mixing liquor for sipping. The kids are chasing addiction until the day is done. Lay with the missus, kissing and changing positions. This isn't hit it and quit it, boo, this is making love. Ain't it fun? Living and loving while getting crunk at the function until you're wasted drunk. Waking up, head straight for the shots. Uh-oh, I guess you're hanging tough. Hang with us, seeing what it leads to. Drinking with delinquents who frequently hit the green too. Always smoking cigarillos, gotta switch a sweet tooth. Lay back, throw on the wax, drop the needle. Here we go again. Feel it kicking in. Oh, it never ends. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here with all my friends. The party never ends. Here we go. My rhyming and scribbling is like Iverson dribbling, making it seem so simple till you try and exhibit it, making the speech so nimble and acquiring this quickness is the opposite of simple for lines of invited citizens. A little liquid nutrition is what the whiskey is. Chilling with the miscreants and misfits I consider kin. This is it, breathe the swisher in, floating like a fisherman. Go and get a picture if your mission is to quickly get tipsy while double fisting it. Yo, you're just missing it, so take a hit of this. Whoa, I meant sip, not swig the whole freaking fifth. I ain't getting blamed when you're sloppy and belligerent. The room is wobbling and who the hell is spinning it? I'm assuming it's probably the different mixes kicking in. We're consuming a lot of things wanting to get us lifted. Self-induced lobotomy, part of our brains missing. Here we go again. Feel it kicking in. Oh, it never ends. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here with all my friends. The party never ends. Here we go again. Here we go again. Feel it kicking in. Oh, it never ends. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here with all my friends. again. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Hell yeah.
Hey, okay.
I got two questions.
Yes,
In
sir.
the beginning, that grocery store, was that Baltimore Foods?
Yes, it was.
I knew it was.
Affectionately known for us Hegwish locals as Dragos, and the owners now hate it because Drago Protega sold it like 20 years ago, but us old timers still call it Dragos.
Bro, the
So we
shish
all
kebab
die
is
off.
fucking
It's still,
fire.
dude, there's a whole bunch of shish kebab drama. We don't have time to get into it, bro. But there's the
Tell
OG
everybody
Drago
about-
Bobs.
Tell everybody about Heine sauce, because I saw you drop some in your cart.
I had to. Because my thing is, I rarely eat Doritos without Heine sauce, and I really have Heine sauce unless I have Doritos or Cheetos. So, like, my best bet is to either keep them both out of the crib or I have to have them both because I don't want to eat
all or nothing.
Nobody knows what Heine sauce is.
We had it's like a mustard-based spicy sauce. And
Yeah.
when we grew up, there was like a Las Flores
Right.
on the corner of like 134th and Baltimore or Brandon. You would go there, you buy a bag of chips, and they would charge you like 5 or 10 cents for
Hold
a pump.
on, I got something for you.
A pump in your chip bag. So you buy your big bag of chips, and you'd be like 2 pumps. Here's a dime, or like whatever
Chicago
it was.
delicacy.
Yeah.
Well, Midwest delicacy.
Well, I think that's probably just the South Side delicacy, actually.
Yeah,
Heine's.
very, very like
Not too many people in Northside probably even know about Heine's.
Out here in Gary, Indiana, there's a shrimp house called Ray's Shrimp House, and they use Heine sauce too.
I don't fucking know about Heine sauce, baby.
It's like a spicy mustard-based sauce. I had a buddy who's a chef say it ain't a hot sauce, it's a mustard. I'm like, whatever, it's fire, bro.
I
don't put mustard on my Doritos or Cheetos, but I'm gonna put Heine's hot sauce on my Doritos or Cheetos. And
I'm from the Harbor, and I still call it Heine sauce.
Same, bro. It'd always be Heine sauce to me. Just like to me, Baltimore Foods. I love the new owner, George. His family's great. I love them. They're very nice people, but it's just ingrained in my brain. It was always Dragos when I was growing up, even though it was never officially known as Dragos.
This shit, bro. I was gonna break a motherfucker's face with this. He was like, "No, this is Broadway sauce." I'm like, "There's no fucking Broadway. What are you talking about? It was Broadway shit." I was like, "This has always been Heine sauce. Where you from, kid?" He said, "Where you from? I've been here all my life, motherfucker. Who the fuck are you?"
Right.
That's where my love of gizzards began. My dad would come home with gizzards and livers. I'm not a livers dude, but dude, gizzards fried hard, be it Harold's or Heine's or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Heine sauce.
My grandma used to make gizzards in a pressure cooker with rice. That was like that was my shit when I was a kid.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Let's get into another track. From Cojack, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that was an old. Sorry. Oh, that old one. That Here We Go Again was an older track, but that was.
What year did that come out?
That might have been 2010-ish, bro. And
that's a classic
that
track.
Still
right
holds up, man.
It still holds up very well, man.
That was produced by Wes Restless. And when I brought my guy Buddy Getch to Wes's studio one time, and Wes loved Buddy because he's like a sample machine. Because you give him a keyboard and you can play anything because he's just a virtuoso.
That shit was dope.
And Buddy's the guy screaming in the background. And I think the only thing I could qualify real quick was around that time. It was around the time that "Don't Make Me Go Pop the Trunk on You" came out by Yellow Book. And Wes joked like, "Hey, you're a white rapper, man. You know, you ever do anything like more fast rapping?" I'm like, I could try. So I came up with some verses, and they built that beat around it.
Dude.
And I collected booze bottles from local bars for like 3 months and built a booze bottle wall.
Damn.
I collected blunt rappers for a long time, and Nick Brzezinski, Nicky Films, just one of the guys came from the southeast side, moved to Munster, just Northwest Indiana region. 10th Ward homie. He's out in LA doing great things. I got to shout out Nicky Films, Nick Brzezinski. He always made me look doper and fancier than I was, man. People always thought they never knew I was a broke ass painter. They always thought I was some like hoity-toity rapper because he made the videos look really dope.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get some more Cojack, man.
Your face and all the blunt rappers. That was
that was dope.
I was laying on my garage floor and we just buried him. And we rented out. We told the Green Olive owners, rest in peace, Green Olive. It's not around anymore. It was a Sunday. They opened at 4. I asked Hank, the different owner at the time, for when I first started. Hey,
is that where the bar was shot?
Yeah. I said, "Can we come here?"
I
said, I'll pack it up. At like 1:00. He opened a few hours early for us. So I got a bunch of people. On Sunday, they had like, I don't know what it was, $5 pitchers. I just came and said $100. Like, give me, 10 pitchers. I think I ended up dropping whatever. People were just drinking pitchers. doing Jameson shots. They ended up never opening the bar because him and his wife got so trashed during the video shoot that they just went to bed upstairs, dude. And we all went to Purple Steer in Whiting at like 6 in the afternoon. Usually that's a 3 in the morning spot, and we were acting like 3 in the morning when it was 6 in the afternoon. We've been drinking for 4 hours, so it was a fun shoot, man.
Hell yeah!
Y'all were tossing them motherfuckers back.
All right.
Jameson.
I had to grab the bottle from Devin, and and Nick B edited it because one of my lines is I meant sip, not swig the whole freaking fifth. And Nick B came and literally edited it right when I'm literally in real life grabbing the bottle away from Devin, my homie, who's a great musician as well, Devin Parker. And I'm like, dude, we can't chug the fifth. He just gave it for a shot. And dude, he just did great.
Hell yeah. Cojack, below the surface. Let's get into it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Eventually learning that fact. Babies have babies and try to be grown-ups. Most of us know that it's only an act. People are bound to do ridiculousness to show and prove. What meaning is found in the constant pursuit of more than we could ever use. I feel like I'm out of the loop and I can't acquire a hold on the truth. Was seeking the fountain of youth. Decided I'd rather grow old with you.
I was shouting, who's the king up on the mountain? And all the kids were busy counting down the memories. We're all too busy now. Who was shouting about the queen below the fountain? I'm a fool for keeping count of all the memories. We're much too busy for. I was shouting, who's the king upon the mountain? And all the kids were busy counting down the memories. We're all too busy now. Who was shouting about the queen below the fountain? I'm a fool for keeping count of all the memories. We're much too busy for.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Dope.
That's more new, man. That was end of the summer of 22, if I recall. I do recall because unfortunately, well, real quick, let me give the flowers that you guys are giving flowers. That was produced by Nolan Silas. He's the dude who wrote and sang the hook. He gave me that beat with his hook we met each other. He's from the Dread. That was a band, Nolan and Will Silas, with Billa Camp and DJ Allo. If you don't know Billa Camp, one of the great Chicago MCs, he's in Lowdown Brass Band. Look up Lowdown Brass Band. You will not be disappointed. He's got a jazzy Q-tip type flow with this amazing brass band behind him. And then DJ Allo is like a Chicago legend. They were an awesome like hip hop punk fusion group with a DJ, a guitar player, a singer, and a hype man and a rapper. It was dope. But we didn't see each other for years, and we ran into each other on a job site off of like 55 in Pulaski. And I'm like, Nolan, what's up, dude? How's the Dread? He's like, how's Cojack? Da 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 da. He's a carpenter. I'm a painter. I go, dude, we got to do something. He's like, man, I got a bunch of beats and stuff nobody wanted to mess with, like, or the Dread wasn't feeling at the time. I'm like, send it my way, bro. And he sent it to me, and that's where that one began, man. So
hell yeah.
His
Dude,
beat, the lyrics inspired whatever I wrote about the fountain and reflecting on, life and all that. But that's one of my favorites because I remember promoting it, pushing it, like, it released, I think I only remember because my father, I'm not trying to bring the vibe down, passed away September 15th of 2022.
Oh, man.
And I think it was released the 3rd. Thank you. But I think it was released the 13th because I remember I would share the video and like pimp myself out on lunch break. So like I'm busy after work, get back home, with the family. So like lunch break, I'd be sitting there and it was the 13th. So it was the next 2 days later. And I get a call like on lunch break from both my brothers. And my dad had fell doing some work.
Oh, man.
But I never really got to push that song like I wanted. I never really got to promote it like I wanted because just life happens, man. Life, death, it's all part of it. So, but I thank you for sharing that because that song means a lot to me just with all the circumstances, of the random meetup of my father, Pat. Like, it all just holds a weird place in my mind. So the fact that you guys, were down to share it, I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
It's all good, man.
I mean, and it's better late than never. I mean, I feel like I started getting back into it. It's been about 3 or 4 years now since I've, been consistently, working with music again. And just coming back and being, surrounded by people like all of you guys has made it that much more of a, powerful and impactful and meaningful thing for me in my life. So I never would have even guessed that I'd be doing this 10 years ago. I probably would be like, I'm just going to be, working my job and doing my thing with my dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of us have gone through some stage in some way, shape, or form of what you mentioned. I myself had that identity crisis,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's
dealing
real,
with being a husband, a father, and still having a passion of DJing, in Chicago and shit,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I stripped myself away from that, and it was humiliating, but I learned from it.
Yeah, and you guys are. Oh, sorry, Tree.
No, go. No,
we're all probably from the same kind of roughly, economic status, South Chicago, Northwest Indiana. And you sometimes get the people who they'll show love and dap it up, but you always get that kind of condescending. And sometimes like, you're still doing that, buddy? You're still pursuing that? And it's
right.
Like you still golf every week and you're gone from your fam for 8 hours. Like you still play softball twice a week. Like I got friends doing that. You still go to yoga. You're not gonna be a yogi. You're not gonna be a professional golfer. You're not gonna be a professional ball player. But like it's getting away. And then the fact that we get to, like we joked before, embrace our own narcissism, but when we do it together, it doesn't feel so narcissistic. We're sharing in this passion of
it's
like we do this regardless.
Inspiring each other.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, for sure.
Brainstorming and inspiring, and ideas are coming up, and you feel uplifted, man.
Yeah.
100%.
And then you don't get that at home. So
having purpose, having fulfillment and purpose with what you do is what any human could strive for in any walk of life, in any type of scenario that you're placed into. If you feel like you're fulfilled and have had purpose throughout the end of the day, then I don't feel like you would be like, trying to look for anything else and trying to fill that void. You would be fulfilled. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do.
That's an achievement.
I'm like an absurdist at heart. Like the world and universe might be meaningless, like I don't go nihilism. I like the absurdist route where it's like, yeah, okay, it's meaningless. All right, we're here. We're stuck on this rock. Create meaning. Then you create your meaning. And there's some people are more religious. Your meaning.
Let's make the best of it for all of us.
If there's nothing after this, then I'm going to do my best to create and be a
right.
And we were all thrown on this rock with no control over it. Nobody chose to be born. Nobody chose their economic, racial status, where they were born. Like, so uplift when you can and just take care of those you can. Just be a good human being, you know. And if nothing comes after this, then what? Enjoy the 80 years if you're lucky you got on this rock. I mean, that's all you can do, man. So
So I checked out the Cojack and Company album on Spotify, man. Super dope.
Oh, thank you. I think we got like 3 random EPs on there. We've been doing it for a little bit. I mean, the band album that I heard, I think it's got a white cover on it. Probably Amid the Madness is probably the one. Yep, that's the second one we did.
Super dope, man. So many flavors in that fucking album, dude.
Thank you.
We got to get into some Cojack and Company, man. We'll play one of the videos you sent me from that, man, and we'll come back and talk a little bit
All right.
The many styles.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let's go.
Is what you make it, I take it and make it worse. Autumn leaves are changing, I break them and make it burn. We all could be forsaken, pain don't make us learn. Or maybe I'm mistaken, someone can save the earth. I think that I think too much, smoking I drink too much. Know that I needed love, I get drunk and ring you up. You scream it ain't enough, tell me I need help. I try not to bring it up, I'm afraid to face myself. I got questions with no answers, habits forming patterns. I've been climbing up this ladder and I don't know where it leads. Dreams are being shattered by a lower end of standards and a whole bunch of factors that'll lead us to defeat. But I'll make it through, no thanks to you, no praises due. An everyday man with plans to make a move. Don't know how to stop if I never hit the top. They can say I gave it everything I got. Still living though it isn't what I planned. Don't get it, but I'm giving all I can. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How about you? Still living though it isn't what I planned. Don't get it, but I'm giving all I can. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How about you? Who's ready for real life when it hits? Movies lie to the kids, no denying it sticks. You wanted to be a hero or princess, no miracles on the set. Here you go, you're in debt, the merry-go-round again. Caught in a chain reaction, no telling how it'll end. Standing out on a ledge or surrounded by friends and family, or battling with regret. Safer to stay inactive, but you have to leave the nest. It's a life of love and loss, getting up after you fall. Live it up, don't waste it, no replacing it once it's gone. Procrastinating, always brushing it off. Say we'll do it tomorrow, tomorrow's only a thought. Cause once tomorrow's today, we do the same and get lost in the cycle of doing nothing. Waiting to do it all, waiting for you to call. Waiting for things to change, this ain't the way we planned it. But damn it, I'm good today. Still living though it isn't what I planned. Don't get it, but I'm giving all I can. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How about you? Still living though it isn't what I planned. Don't get it, but I'm giving all I can. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How about you? Still living though it isn't what I planned. Don't get it, but I'm giving all I can. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How about you? But I'm giving all I can. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How about you?
Giving all I can, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How about you?
Hell yeah,
Yeah, that's
man.
what's up. That's what's up.
That everything, and man, that shit was
Yeah.
dope. The visuals, the lyrics, the band. Damn, dude.
Aerial footage.
Great video, great song.
Shout out to my brother
that's
Kyle who filmed that drone footage for Nick to use, and now who is currently in our band.
That's
Like
what's up, man.
he's my older brother. He's always created acoustic folky versions of all my rap stuff for bonfire jams. And just last summer, his kids are a little older. He works nights as an airplane mechanic for Southwest.
Wow.
But he had free time and he could jam with us. So back then he was just filming drone footage because he was a badass with he used to fly remote control airplanes and stuff. And him and Nick put that together great. We just wanted to showcase the area. We're all Nick B's from the East Side. That was his dad shadowboxing. We went and visited his dad, Johnny.
That's
Johnny
dope.
B. Like he's in town, he's in LA. We're like, we can stop by and see your pops. And I love his dad, and we're like, let's get him in there shadowboxing because he used to be a badass boxer in the day, like
That's
sparred with
dope.
Ali and stuff. So
No shit.
Yeah.
it's all like cool little, just we're all, I wanted to like, what if we're all just jamming to our song? So I'd always just bring Nick a million concepts, and he'd help dwindle it down. But it was like, what if I get on the bus by Baltimore Foods, but then you're in the bus with me, but my brother Kyle's by Pudgy's Pizza down the street at the next stop with the drone ready to catch, us getting on or off, or same with Banner's Liquor on the East Side. He drove in a different car to meet us over there.
Banners.
Get us, literally. And
That's haven't been to Banners in years.
I
man.
know.
Wow.
we were filming other stuff. My brother went with another guy to meet us. So when we got off the bus at Banners, he had the drone ready to like film me getting off the bus. This cool like moving shot, and he almost crashed into the bus stop thing. Like in hindsight, it was fun, but and the bus decided to take the little bus driver's piss stop break while I was recording. So I'm thinking it's gonna be, it's a ride from Hegewisch to 106, bro. These people are gonna think we're crazy, but you just got to tune it out and rap. Like it's whatever. That's what you got to do. Well, then they decided to stop and take their piss break and all that by the South Shore train. So then I was like, hey guys, we're filming a rap video. That dude, props to that dude who was sitting next to me in the back. He was all down with it. He was down to chill and kick it and just be in the video. But I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna rap. And he was cool.
Okay.
Guerrilla filming, Nick started as a skater, like he was filming. You just run and gun, bro. So that's what we did. Just get it in. So collect booze bottles, collect blunt wrappers, get on the bus, get on the train. We jumped on the South Shore train for Nina's shot. Then he picked us up in East Chicago. We literally rode from Hegewisch to East Chicago for her shot, and we drove back to Hegewisch. Kicked it in Hegewisch until that train came over. I looked at the train schedule. I wanted that South Shore on Torrance Bridge right there. So we kicked it around Hegewisch. So that Torrance shot came in. Then we jumped, on the bus to get to the East Side. So it was just a whole bunch
That's dope, man.
You guys just knocked it out in one day then, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn.
My guitar player at the time, Dave Granado's last shot, because he grew up in 100th Commercial. We wanted him to do a shot. Everybody kind of picked their spot. So P-Man jammed in the garage on drums. Andy Celio, it was his house at the time in Whiting, working on a car because that's what he's into. Danny Boy at the time, guitar playing. He just played it. We had to consolidate. He's from Cal City. I wanted to be on his house porch, but we couldn't make it to Cal City, so he jumped in the front porch of another shot.
That's what's up.
And then we went to there was a Bears game you could see, the Bears versus the Raiders.
Yeah.
We went to 100th and Commercial for the last shot of the day. It probably should have been first. And there were some drunk, rowdy cats at what's the bar right there, Vado's or whatever, on 100th and Commercial. So they came out like, "What are you doing filming in our hood?" Da da da, and getting a little aggressive. And then Dave's like, "Yo, I grew up right here." Granado's like, "Oh, your brother's Mike? Oh, what up, man?" And it's all that. It was like maybe we should have, before everybody was trashed after a Bears game. We probably should have done 100th and Commercial first in hindsight. But
Right.
it was still an interesting day. It was
No, that was good footage, boy.
Wow, that's dope, man.
To Chicago.
So you did what was the last show you did? I know you got footage of that.
Hegewisch Fest last weekend, and they started that up again like 4 or 5 years ago. It used to be a huge thing in the 80s and 90s, I guess. I remember the last one was like 99, 2000. I was young, but they used to shut down Baltimore for 2 blocks, like where Baltimore Foods is and all that. And it was huge. I remember like Windy City Wrestling was there, huge bands on each side. And then there was gang violence and what have you. They cut it off for a long time. And
I remember going in the 90s, and one time I'll never forget walking down the street with my buddy Steve, and there was like probably a group of like 5 or 6 gangbangers, and they were shouting at me, like talking shit to me. They're like, yo, Dawson, like, mind you too, like Dawson's Creek was on TV. Like, yo, Dawson, what are you doing over here, Dawson?
You know what? I never told you all
And
the years ago.
like,
You always had a
okay,
Vanderbeek
I'm
vibe
out of
to
here.
me.
So that the last video you sent me, is that from the fest?
That's just from this last weekend. And
Okay.
I want to real quick a shout out. The band started randomly in 2012. There was an Our Neighborhood Times local newspaper for the 10th Ward. They had a battle of the bands like the year or two before that, and free agents were in it one time, and they won or got close to the finals. I forget exactly how it went down. Then they invited me to do like a preliminary round of Cojack, and I won the opening round, voting by the audience at like Poppy Chulos, bro, off the Florence,
Hell yeah.
and River, and they were like, "Hey man, you won. You go to the next round, which you probably won't do it without win without a band." So I hollered at my high school homies. We were joking with calling it Cojack and the high school homies. It was Andy Celio, the current bass player, Dan Costello, the current drummer, and my guy Dave Granato, who thought better of it and moved on. But they were the homies, and we just started jamming. They learned a few Cojack covers, and we ended up winning that battle. But we had fun, so they're like, let's start writing originals. So that's where they started creating, and I would bring some produced songs, just lyrics in my head, some of those songs for that, create music, and that's when we started the band thing in like 2012.
What's crazy about that, when you started Cojack and Company, I don't know if you remember when I told you, you inspired me to start a band, and I did.
Oh, dude.
It was Called Dirty Energy, and we ended up winning Battle of the Bands and shit.
Dope,
just fucking
dude.
around at JJ Kelly's.
Hell yeah, dude. It's so different. I always idolized bands and looked up to it, but I've always been like just creating on my own, but I'm not the most objective person on my own stuff. So I was very much like, I lean heavy on my friends, man. So NASA, like, as you could see behind the scenes, me getting this computer set up, it was a little bit of a thing, but I just happen to surround myself with amazing, talented people who are down with me. So like, be it recording, be it producing. I'm not the best producer. I'm not the best mixer, but I had great people with me. And then when that band happened, that was the first time I had to learn, like, yo, this is a democracy. It's not my little dictatorship.
Yeah.
And, if they all hate something, majority wins. And, now the new version of the band, Dave, still one of my great friends, Granato, dispatcher, has a serious job. Last summer, he decided, hey, I'm good. But before that, Nina moved out of state. My other guitar player, Danny, who was in the band, had some kids, decided, hey, not for me, but still a homie. We just played at his dad's 70th birthday party, an acoustic hip hop stuff for his dad's birthday party at Sound Growler. So it's still love. But the current iteration is still me, Andy Celio, Dan Costello, my brother Kyle, and Mike Alvarez, a great musician from the East Side. And he's also the South by Southeast podcast that showcases local artists, businesses, just community events all around the region and Southeast Side. So we got to play at Hegwish Fest, and we're just creating new music. He just joined this new year, and it's like new wind in the sails. And we've got like 7-8 songs we're looking to record. Trying to keep it creative. And I got a bunch of random Cojack stuff, a whole folk hip hop album in the back burner, and a project with my buddy Mike Shawshank. And but the Cojack and Company stuff's been really fun lately. So thank you very much for letting us share it.
Yeah, man. So before I get into this video, man, I'd like to, I know everybody else will be down with it, invite you to when we do our season closer, which we don't have a date for yet, but we get together and we do a live show at a record store, Region Records.
Okay.
Would you and the company be down to come and perform?
I could promise for myself, I'm 100% down. The company is 4 other dudes with crazy lives and families. If we can make it work, I'm sure they're 100% down. So really, it's all just logistics. So count me in 100%.
We got you.
I could pop in and rap. That's easy. Show up with a mic and a thumb drive, whatever. I'm down to get down. But to orchestrate the band, if we could, I'm sure they would love to, man. It's just more logistics. Everybody, Mike's a professional sound man. My brother's an airplane mechanic. My drummer travels the globe. He's in Asia somewhere right now doing something.
Oh, damn.
My bass players works for a hospital, man. Like, I always joke that I never see them in their suit and ties and all that. I know them as, buzz bandmates, but they actually have professional jobs. I'm the only one that's, hanging in construction still.
Well, if you want to flip a beatnik style, I could play the bongos for you.
There you go.
Dude, I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it.
We'll plan for it. We'll get a date together and shit.
Yeah,
man.
Please keep me in tune. I would love to.
Yeah, for sure.
Them up, man. Let's get into this. This is live at the Hegwish Fest, right? Home?
Yeah, this is a new song called Home. Dude, it's all for me. I love it because I have an old voice memo recording on my phone that I showed my brother and my new guitar player Mike. That's literally me just going like do 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 do, like humming the bass line, rocking my baby to sleep in like the
That's
summer of
dope.
2020. And that's why my buddy once told me never, throw an idea out. I had this old ass cadence I really liked. And just recently, they were over jamming, just us, 2 acoustic guitars and me, because the other bandmates couldn't make it. I showed them that little do 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 do, and you could hear my little guy cooing in the background. So maybe that'll be the outro of when we release
That's
it.
dope.
But they took that and just made a cadence, and it became like a faster pop punky type vibe. But I had a little cadence for the hook and an idea of overlapping home ideas, and this is what it became. So
that's what's up. I think that's how George Clinton came up with Atomic Dog, or
really
Parliament. He came up with damn, I can't think of the song now.
I'm not a great musician.
Oh, that la dee da 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 da. He just came up with that shit.
Yeah.
He used to always do it, and then he made a song out of it. So
you never know where the inspiration comes from. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate all this.
Let's get into it, man. Cojack and Company, home.
They say home is where your heart is, unless you're broken hearted, and home is where it started. Someone chasing a home that doesn't exist. Blissful ignorance, we lived in when we were kids. Some are desperate to do better than their parents did. Upon reflection, it's all regret and embarrassment. Other people are paralyzed by comparison, keeping up with the Joneses is the burden that they're carrying. Oh, is where I wanna go. Feels like I'm losing hold up. I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go home. Is where I wanna go. Feels like I'm losing hold up. I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go home. Is your home still your home after your parents died? The house is sold, a new family there inside. But I'll start in my own home, too scared to try. Patience is a virtue, time is limited, there's a price. Home should be a safe space for the kids to grow, where they can make mistakes before they face the world alone. Should it be like an escape room, they're desperate to leave, eventually they spread their wings, hopefully remembering home is where I wanna go. Feel like I'm losing hold up, I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go home is where I wanna go. Feels like I'm losing hold up, I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go home. Southside of Chicago, it's where we call home. The 10th Ward, the source of inspiration. Forgotten corner, the border is so close. Indiana adjacent, blue collar creatives. Late nights, bike rides with best friends. No phones to witness the mischief making. Hanging out on the train tracks and dead ends. The toxic air and the pollution that we play in. Home is where I wanna go. Feels like I'm losing hold up. I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go home. Is where I wanna go. Feel like I'm losing hold up. I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go. Da 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 I may roam far from home, but I have to return. It's where I met my wife and I had so many firsts. Can't take it for granted, tragedy can't occur. Then I'll be at home alone like Kevin McAllister. Home is where I wanna go. Feels like I'm losing hold up. I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go home. Is where I wanna go. Feels like I'm losing hold up. I wanna take it slow. No rush, but you must go home.
Hey yo.
Oh,
Hey,
the homeboy.
thanks,
Hey,
guys.
T-Dub had some pressing issues he had to take care of. That's why he took off, man.
Give him my love, man. Give him my love. I know I've been rambling, so I haven't got.
No,
to
it's
speak
all
much.
good. Yeah, dude, man, you guys got to go check out Kojack's music, streaming everywhere.
Check
He's
it
got
out.
a lot of projects in the works, man. I've been following you for a long time, bro. I done seen you have kids, get married, all that good shit, bro.
Dude, I had a COVID baby, bro, and just 2020, just me and DJ Adler released the Loco project. So if you look it up, Cojack, there's a bunch of Kojaks out there, so you got to kind of
I seen that. I'm like, wait a minute,
amid the other Kojaks, there's a lot of them, but Cojack, I have ups and downs, and Loco. My first album was on a different aggregator. I've never re-uploaded it from like my first 2010 album. I'm a slacker, but and then Cojack and Company's easier to find because there's not many of those. But yeah, man, I love creating. 2020 just hit hard. Like I was ready to push hard. Had to cancel a bunch of shows. I was ready to record 3 projects before June of 2020, before my little guy was born. Then COVID happened. Then family members got sick. A family member got killed in a carjacking. My father passed away. My father-in-law beat cancer. But then, so it's just like I was in like a 3-year just funk of what is going on.
Yeah, dude.
So
life happens.
Yeah, exactly. Just the bends. Like I'm enjoying the most joyous moment of my life with this kid, and then the most tragedy in my life I'd ever faced. At the same time. So just the ups and downs, but that's what everybody faces. So,
and that's what's going to make you a even better writer.
Hey, thanks, buddy. So I appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity, man.
Hell
man.
For
real.
We're proud
I will
of you
say this though, man,
for all that you're doing and the amazing work you're putting out, man.
Thank you.
Like,
I appreciate it, Tree, man. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say 2 days ago was actually the birthday of Below the Surface. We started.
Happy birthday,
guys!
Happy birthday!
I've been listening to podcasts since like 2009, bro. I'm like, I've literally been a podcast. I found them early accidentally when my wife, now current wife, my beautiful wife, Jenna, but as a girlfriend, she bought me my first Mac years ago. I underutilized it as I do this one, because I met NASA and all these cats. Like, I don't have to learn how to record. I got these guys. But I stumbled upon on iTunes podcast. It was first Alan Watts lectures and then Point of Inquiry, Skeptics Guy, and then comedy, then hip hop as it all grew. But used to ride my bike sometimes to Dyer from Hegwish to the paint shop, 12 miles and just podcast. So like I'm very much a podcast audiobook dude, and I respect you guys for doing it. So I do enjoy just genuine conversation.
Yeah, our podcast is now 5 years old.
Woo! Like my son, bro. Beautiful. You're a couple months old, younger than my little guy. So
that's dope. Yeah, man.
You don't want to make a play date with the podcasting. It'll be a bad influence.
He's getting into video games and he's a terror right now. He's the best.
That's what's up, dude.
He's little Corey Jack Jr. or the second. That's where my name comes from.
Okay.
Cojack. Corey Jack is my first and middle name. My older brother couldn't say Corey Jack when he was little, so my family just called him.
Oh, that's dope.
That's where the Cojack comes from.
That's what's up, man.
So you've always been Cojack.
Yeah.
Yes, I was little. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a Who Loves Your Baby or anything like that, but it was just I was jokingly called Cojack because my brother couldn't say Corey Jack. He called me Cojack when he was 1.5 and I was a baby. Just kind of a family nickname, and I didn't have any cool rap name to come up with when I started rapping, so I just went with
That's
it.
dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's more sentimental that way.
Yeah, it means something to me. Like I said, and maybe I should have just been Corey Jack in hindsight. It's not as catchy, but there's so many Kojaks out there. But it is what it is. But
there's only one Kojak in my book.
Well, it's too late. It's too late now, Mr. Cojack.
Right? Yeah, man. Well, we're past the hour mark, but who cares, man? It was a good ass show.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Good ass show.
Good show, sir.
I'll start with the shout outs, man. Man, shout outs to everybody in the place to be right now. Shout outs to Cojack finally getting on the show, man. Keep creating, bro. Keep working that blue collar life. I do the same. I just got off midnights, dude. I had one off this week, so I'm pushing the grind, man. Shout outs to my wife, man, for holding me down. She puts up with me not being home a lot and shit like that, man. Coming home.
Called better halves for a reason, brother.
Yep. Holding down the house, the homestead.
I agree.
Good shit.
Shout outs to Filthy Analytics, man. Cliff Clouds, Custom Made, Andreas Haley, I Am God, Psalm 1, all them crazy. Dope MCs.
Custom Made produced a beat on one of my projects. I think the last song on Ups and Downs. Custom is a beast. Psalm, I've gotten to freestyle with Psalm many a time or perform shows with her, but like at 606, she judged one of the rap battles I was in or the flow battle. So shout out to all them as well. Sorry,
man.
I'm interjecting into your shout
out.
outs.
You're good, man. Shout outs to Master Groove as always for doing the dope ass logo for us.
Yeah,
Ron
man.
MC
Hit
for
'em up.
animating our faces. Neil Taylor for the dope ass lids. Get at him, man. What is it? TrueHeadsClothing.com. Pink Skies, CO, the Raw Offices, man. We just put out an album on vinyl, Posse Cuts Volume 1. Go cop that shit, man. Everybody showed out on that project. I think that's all I could think of, man. What you got, Rick Rock?
I'll be coming back for Midwest Monday. DJ Rick
Hey.
Rock Starter House live
Oh yeah.
again. I'll start finalizing work, finishing up the Yoda Rock beat tape.
Yeah.
That'll be out later on in the fall, as well as the Below the Surface mixtape volume 2.
We gotta get some Cojack tracks for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting. Let it stretch out a little bit, get some
Yep.
more music from everybody, and
Yeah.
put a nice compilation together. And
Count me
that'll
in.
be out towards the end of the year. And then we'll be working towards getting a live podcast over at Region Records. Shouts out
yeah.
to Jacob.
Josh,
I think my drummer's other band, the Hallow, played at Region Records. Or was that? No, I'm sorry. I'm crossing streams. My bad. Never mind. That was a coffee shop. But I love that Indiana. They have dope like record shops and coffee shops opening up and allowing live bands to perform. So sorry, that was a twitch in my brain.
Yeah.
But
Sir.
shout out to all that.
Well, real quick though, shout outs to T-Dub, man. I know he had to take off.
T-Dub.
Owns Media, Default Keys. Check
Yeah,
him out. He's
Default
another
Keys.
dope ass artist, man.
And DK.
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead,
Nice to
Josh
meet you,
Tree.
Yo, thanks to all of y'all. Just wanted to shout out everybody involved with the raw offices and below the surface, and all the people that are making this world a better place through art and creativity, and the people that support them. It's a better place, and a more livable place, let's just say, because of that. And I wanted to shout out DJ Mar. He's and his family. They're going through loss right now, and just wanted to show some support and love. Just thanks to all the friends and fam, and wanted to also plug everybody in. I got a performance, Audacity. The Waffle King and I are performing at Paint Lewis this coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
I'll shout out Audacity, the Waffle King. Many
Hey,
a ciphers
Lewis.
with that guy, many a sub teas. He invited
Hell
me
yeah.
to one of the second or third Waffle Fests over there at Empty Bottle. Nothing but love for Audacity and the Waffle King, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be performing on the main stage on Saturday. I think it's the 30th. Hold on, let me double check. Saturday the 30th on the main stage at Paint Lewis. I'm going on, I think, about 2:40, and he's at 4:40. So if you're out there enjoying the weekend and the art and culture, stop by and
Please get
check
some
us out.
footage we can put on the show.
Oh yeah. Well, for sure. Scrubs is gonna be loading the van up with a few of us, and we're gonna roll out on Saturday morning. Get there before the show, and then do the show, rock the show, and then kick it for a while and enjoy Paint Lewis. The first time I ever went there, I was 17. I've already told the story, so
That's
I won't
awesome.
keep rambling.
I loved hearing your
Yeah,
Scribble
so we
Jam and St.
got-
Louis stories and on your last episode, or the last one I got to peep, man. It's awesome, man. I was envious. I was like, man, I got all them DVDs and stuff later. Living.
Well,
through you guys.
I'm just a few years older than you, kiddo.
Yeah, that's the
all.
difference. No, yeah, 4 or 5
Young
years
buck.
don't mean much now. Whatever it might be, 3, 4, 5. But when one of us is 12 and one of us is 16, it's a world
right.
of difference, So you
Oh,
were out
yeah.
there adventuring, and I was still sitting at home twiddling my thumbs, trying to see how far I could push the bike ride before my parents found out.
Yeah, telling your mom you're spending the night at your
Yeah.
friend's house.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. Cojack, what you got, man? Shout outs.
I want to shout out to Below the Surface. the Raw Office crew, all you guys. Very nice to meet you, Rick. Dirtbag Johnny, Josh Tree. I know me and you, Johnny, haven't chopped it up a ton, but it's greatly appreciated. Josh Tree, it's been a long time, but it's always been love and respect.
You're part of the fam. You're part of the crew, yo.
It's the little story. You don't get to create the story. You're just part of it in hindsight. So it's cool that all these little things tie together and people you guys go custom. I mean, meeting Psalm, I think I accidentally called her Ants 13 the first time, and she probably still remembers it because I was just so blown away. Even though I already knew Jan, I remember seeing her live performing with the Blue Scholars, and like I bought her biochemistry album or one of those albums. Like she was on Rhyme Stairs. It just tweaked me out. I was like, and then later we're at 606 and she's judging a battle I'm in. Like it was just all a whirlwind. So shout out to the Chicago and Northwest Indiana, just hip hop community in general. My bandmates in Cojack and Company, my amazing wife as well, Jenna, the whole family that supported me during all these adventures, the people who come out the shows. Life gets hard. I always joke, like people say they can't make a show. It's like we're working class artists. They're working class families. You're doing a show on a Thursday night at 10:30, 11 on the opposite side of the city. Like I can't hold a grudge, like this is my passion. This is my choice to not sleep and rap and then paint in the morning. So love to all that. And we got our next show is Cojack and Company is going to be at Crowbar Nest Fest. If you're familiar with the Crowbar on 106th and Avenue C, recently dedicated as I believe Pat Carroll Way or Lane for the great Pat Carroll and the Carroll family who hold down the Crowbar. And Nest Fest has been going on for like 5 or 6 years. My buddy Mikey Ramirez hosts it. If you want to go there, I think it's like a $5 or $10 donation, and it's literally from noon till 10 p.m. constant music. They got a big stage outside in the parking lot, but they have a set inside. So literally one band plays outside while they're tearing down and switching outside. They're performing inside, so you can just bounce in and out and hear rock, rap, different genres all day. Local vendors, local art, local music. That's August 23rd. I believe we're performing at like 2 p.m. And just love to the community and you guys especially for letting me do this, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
Hell yeah, man.
It's been in the house.
Yeah. It's been another episode of Below the Surface. Yep. I'm your boy Dirtbag Johnny.
I'm DJ Rick Rod.
Josh Tree at your surface.
Cojack in the building. All right, y'all. Be safe out there,
love,
man.
Guys.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right.